One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
So now it's second and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's up to 49 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cincinnati! One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bearcats about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Air Force's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
On the option, quarterback on the keeper. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll run play action. Slips away. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles. And
he's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of his stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Johnson looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. The Falcons will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Dropping back, it's Morton. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Fouls through the defense. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Breaks the tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. With the catch, it's Odom. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Completes it in the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Johnson wants to throw it. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Finds his man. It's Odom. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll run the draw. Looking for room at the 30. Turns on the jet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll run the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. The Falcons want to move quickly. Johnson looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He's got it. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Bulldozes his way through. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. To throw, it's Morton. The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Oda. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. Turning it on! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Falcons want to crank the tempo. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rush is on him. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here comes the punt team. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got it in the middle. It's Odom. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Falcon Stadium.
And the Falcons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He makes the catch. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Morton. Plucks it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Oda. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas. And it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Falcons will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Touchdown, Bearcats! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Johnson looking to throw. Brings it in down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pettis. Third down coming up after the completion. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes a connection. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field, finding open areas. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff to the single back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. To the air, it's Morton. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Punt is on its way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Falcons trying to find their way forward. There he goes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Now the pitch. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. This is not the start that they had hoped for. Third and more than a quarter of the field to pick up for the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bearcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The give on the inside. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front, and this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Snagged out of the air. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Bearcats in the hurry-up.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He'll do it himself. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center.
Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Leon. And the defense drags him down. And the Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Hard running there.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Morton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah State up-tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Working that left side now. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Fights off a defender. doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bearcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Opens, he smashes his way through again. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. They're going to run it. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Keeps the play. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Dropping back, it's Morton. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It's a draw. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
What are you guys doing? Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Morton. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Baylor. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Give to the single back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. The run to the left. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He has the first and still on his feet. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He breaks a tackle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to the running game. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Trying to keep this drive alive.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Appalachian State's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just Dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Cincinnati's offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know.
He's going to take a shot right away. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Out of the end zone.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Trying to barge their way in. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Roper. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene. So if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech.
He's going to take off.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Bargava. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps it going. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
To the air, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Smacks it with the stiff arm. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Just steamrolling the defense. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fit it in the window for the score. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line. The inside handoff. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Morton. He unleashes a long one. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They've got the screen set up. Runs through a tackle. Jukes his way for more. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Odom. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Odom. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Cincinnati! A great catch and run for 6. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Looking to throw, it's Roper. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Odom. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Caught in the backfield. It's Odom. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete. Can't get him to the ground. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. working the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Makes the grab down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. Looking for a gap. It's Bargava.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on second down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Morton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target over the middle.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Flips it out on the screen. Crosses the tag. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! And the punishment has been extended. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Mississippi State was anything but dominant.
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession. They go to the ground. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. The Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets open down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Bargava. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Roper. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Under fire. Right down the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bargava. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
To the air, it's Roper. Got rid of it just in time. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Roper. This time it's complete. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.